Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The starters defensively now for the Patriots. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after here coming up. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Encroachment, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
On second down, they'll run with White. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 22 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. On 2nd and 9, Allen.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's White. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Edelman set to return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Brady. And Latimer's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Brady now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's White. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Allen throwing complete to Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
52 is the mic. 52 is the mic. Come on. Check 52 is the mic.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And John Brown's got it complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goes underneath here to White. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He completes it to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. This is White. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Able to find Harris, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and that will get them 1 closer. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one caught by Ellison. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. That is catch number 300 now. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Off the draw, here's Williams.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
51.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, John Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Allen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's complete. James White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go, D.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's caught by Smith. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Brady now on first down. That's complete to White. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down, it's White. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. He's got White here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get him, boy.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Offense.
So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady again. It's caught. Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Come on now, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, let's hit this ball.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Allen now looks to throw, and he fires one incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, Williams. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completes it to Benjamin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen's throw is complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. It's complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. Allen from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this complete to Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Brady. He gets it complete to Latimer. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and he finds Beasley, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Motion, watch 10, watch 10. Single.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. It's complete. James White. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
We got this.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now Allen. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He'll look to throw. We are inside of 1 minute. Only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back to throw.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
51's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Check Mike 21. We own them. We own them.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for